Hello everyone. So if you are preparing for Cognizant interview question as a fresher or as an experienced guy, so please stay tuned and watch with me. Welcome to my channel, The Testing Class. So if I'm going to start with Cognizant, Cognizant interview question, the round that will be happening is like round one in which aptitude and skill based assessment, which includes your quantitative ability, logical reasoning, English comprehension, skill based assessment. The skill based assessment will contain different sections like MCQ, multiple choice question, which includes conceptual and coding analysis, and coding challenge, where you will find the coding interviews. If you clear this written round, then you will be having second round, which is the technical interview, and that will last for 45 minutes. The third round, if you clear the first and second round, then you might face the third round, which is HR round. So that would be 15 minutes. So now move towards the next. So the first question will be, tell me about yourself. So I have created a video like how you can explain well and tell me about yourself, like your name, place, your schooling, your percentage, your project, your hobbies, your personality traits, and how you can explain this to the interview interviewer. So you can explain. So the first question is, full form of SQL. So I have collected these questions from uh, one of my student who has given Cognizant interview and he cracked that. He was from or he's from mechanical background and he told me that he prepared the same thing and these are the question that was asked during the interview. So the first question is full form of SQL. So you can explain about the full form of SQL, and if you have used the SQL in your project, you can explain that, like when where you have used SQL and what all things. So don't stress too much, don't give detail that much, where you will be explain like DML command or and we can have a create, insert, update and all those things. Just stick to the question, and if interviewer is interested, then only explain that. Now move to the second question. Select a column from a table. So in this question, interviewer want you to write a SQL query to get the value of a column in a table. He can give you a table, or he might ask you to share the screen and write the SQL query, or might be he can ask you that if you have any SQL server or anything like that, then you have to execute and do this if he asks. Next question is use of order by keyword in SQL. Why we use order by, and what are the things that used along with order by, like group by and all those things. You can explain and just answer about order by keyword. Okay. Different DML command. If interviewer asking about different DML command, just explain them like these are the DML command and you have used these DML command in your project. Only limited detail need to be given. What is abstraction? So so as interviewer move towards the your coding part, as you have mentioned in your resume that you have worked on different technical skills like Java, Python, or anything. So he will ask you about OOPS concept, which is abstraction. You can explain him about the abstraction. Do not explain that much detail, which explaining too much detail in an interview might frustrate the interviewer. If he want to know exact the key points of abstraction, just answer that. Do not stress too much. Do not try to write program or just show him that this is the program that can be, through this program we can achieve abstraction, or through this program we can do something like that. So do not stress that much. Next is explain your project. So if you have done project, then you can explain about the project, that this is the project. Suppose you have built an e-commerce website, so you can explain about it, like this is the project and this is the working of the project. Now the interviewer is keen to, or more interested in, is in your contribution rather than in the project. If you I mean, keep on describing about the project functionality and feature, then there is no use. You are wasting his time as well as yours. If you have taken that much time, it mean to say, uh, it will give you negative impact. It will show the negative impact. So just stick to the points, like what all things I need to explain during the interview regarding the project. So you have developed or you have contributing or contributed in developing a website, whether it's a front end, back end, UI testing, or any of these things. So you can explain him like how you contribute to yourself, what is your contribution, and how you solve the problem. Next is, the interviewer might ask you to write some program in your comfortable language. So if you are saying that I'm comfortable in Java or Python or any other language, then he interviewer might ask you to share your screen and write down some program related to palindrome, factorial, and all those things. So he want you to he want to know about the your technical skill, how you used, and might be he can ask you about the alternative of this solution, because sometimes some interviewer are interested in finding the complexity of that program. Suppose you have used some brute force algorithm, might be possible that interviewer is not interested in that, in not that, because that will um, make your complexity higher. So he want you to create an alternative, or refactor your code or something like that. He can ask you about that. So many instances we have seen that while solving a program, or writing a program, if you are taking or you have taken a lot of time, then obviously it is assumed that you don't have a writing experience or writing code experience. So just practice a lot about writing programming, whichever language you choose. So um, and at last, if everything is was fine, then interviewer ask you, do you have any question? So many of us, when interview were asked about this question, like do you have any questions, so we just say no. So don't say no. You can say like what are the project that I will be, within I will be joining, or what are the project that are running in Cognizant, and all those things, and which technology you guys are using. You can ask about the project, or all those things. So just ask. Do not say that no question is required. So the next is like, if you have cleared the technical round, then obviously HR will call you for the HR interview. So the HR interview is to, just a basic introduction, like why you want to join, what are your positive thing, what are your negative things, and why that, why this. So tell me about yourself. This is the basic question that HR definitely ask you. In this round, he or she might be checking your communication skill and other thing. Um, the next question is, tell me about your college life. So, um, as you are a fresher, if you are a fresher, and obviously you have to explain about your college life. So next question might be, have you involved in any extracurricular activities? So if you are good in any sports or coding or anything, or any gaming competitions or anything, so you can explain the same to HR, like I I had participated in different coding or different gaming, or I was whatever you choose. So just explain that. Your hobbies, you can, HR might ask you about your hobbies. So if you're saying that I used to listen to music, or playing games and all those things, so might be she can ask you about, or he or she can ask you about the detail of that hobby. Suppose you are saying that I am fond of reading novels. So I mean, they can ask you about the, I mean, which is your, I mean, best author, which is your favorite author, or something like that. You're talking about games or any games like cricket or football, they can ask you about the detail of it. I mean, this is just the communication. She want to communicate to you and want you to just explain things. That's it. So the this is very basic question. Or every time if you are going to have an interview, then interview will ask you about like why you want to join. So explain the best thing about the company. Like I want, I mean, I have heard that Cognizant is working on updated technical skills. The environment is good. The and their work life balance is good and something like that. So you can explain so that uh, yeah. So at last he might ask you any question. So if you have any questions related to that, like in which team I'm going to join, or what was the feedback of that round, or something like that, you can ask about. So thank you for watching. If you have any question related to the interview or interview questions, just ping me on this channel. Definitely, I try to answer it. And uh, yes, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe the channel, and happy testing. Thank you.